Hi, Sagittarius. Happy spring. Or should I say happy spring cleaning? Welcome to your March 2022 astrological forecast. So, the sun is in Pisces in your fourth house where you have the sign of Pisces. There's a new moon here on the 2nd. Mercury moves here on the 9th, and Jupiter and Neptune are already here. So you have a lot of action going on here in your fourth house of your home, okay, where you physically live and the property surrounding it, the people you live with, like your family, your immediate family, or a roommate, or even if you live alone, it's like just where you live, basically, okay? Having Jupiter here and Neptune exactly at the same time, okay, means that you could have opened your home up to all kinds of things. Maybe people are meeting at your place now. It could be for like a, I don't know, Bible group or something like that, just due to the like spirituality having Neptune and Jupiter together. Okay, makes you very spiritual and religious, kind of, either or. Or it could be that if you're in a band or something like that, or you live with someone or have children who are in a band, maybe they are now rehearsing at your place, okay? Or maybe just your place is the end place to be. It usually is anyway, but I mean, even more so now, maybe neighbors just drop in all the time. And it's not to borrow a cup of sugar like they used to, like, I don't know, 50 years ago or whatever. Anyway, if you did have like anything, let's say water related, okay, such as leaks in some way or other, or plumbing, or roof leaking or something like that, basement flooding, it would be a good idea to take care of stuff like that now, just because you're having a little bit of good luck when it comes to, let's say, like hiring contractors, or getting like a really good deal on something or other, even if it's just like supplies, to make any kind of changes to your home, okay? Expansion here, wherever Jupiter is transiting, it brings expansion. So you are either possibly adding on to your home or just fixing it up. You're more than likely buying stuff for it that's necessary, stuff that you needed that was broken, or needed replaced in some way or other. Especially around this new moon, you could get something that you've really wanted, you've had your eye on for a while. It's a necessity. It's not, it could be something really nice, but it's still a necessity. You needed this. Fourth house is like also your personal life. So it could even be something personal. It doesn't always have to be for your home or your family. You count too here, right? So I do have to say though, Mercury is moving pretty fast this month. It goes from Pisces from the 9th to the 27th when it moves into Aries, okay? So if you needed to get in contact with anyone, especially regarding paperwork about your home, or leases or mortgages, or anything with the bank or taxes or anything like that, this would be a good time to do something like that, especially while we have Jupiter here. And I do have to mention, that Jupiter usually spends like at least a year. Please ignore that. I'm getting an intergalactic phone call, okay? Anyways, it usually spends a full year in each zodiac sign, but because it spent a little bit of time last summer in Pisces already, it's shortening its stay here this year because it's moving from Pisces into Aries in May. Okay, so actually Aries got screwed the last time, I believe Jupiter was in Aries, because they just zipped right through, and they didn't even have a full year of having Jupiter in their sign. So I guess it's making up for it now. But whatever you're going to do, whatever changes you're making to your home, you're enhancing it in some way that it's going to be more valuable, okay? you know, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be, you know, I mean, you don't even really have to be doing any kind of remodeling or buying new stuff for your home. It's yourself, though, too. Okay, any kind of investment that you're making in yourself, okay, is really worthwhile at this time. Okay. There's a full moon on the 18th in the sign of Virgo, where you have Virgo in your chart as your 10th house of your career and your public life, okay, your personal and professional reputation. So it's directly across from your 4th house of your home, but I really don't think it's all that much of a big deal. Usually what happens is something happens wherever you work, and if you don't work at all, just something occurs that you have to stop whatever you're doing to take care of, okay? So it pulls you away from your home life or your personal life in some way, or your family even, because you have to work that day, or you have to go into work, or you have to stop whatever you're doing and check something out when you were busy, you know, doing something else leisurely like you would normally do at home if you don't work, okay? So I really don't think it's too much of a big deal, though. You may find that somebody may make some kind of snide comment about you. You know, it could be on social media. I doubt where would they say this publicly, you know, unless you're in print somewhere this month, you know, something about you is going to be in print. You know, maybe you did an interview or something like that. It depends on what you do for a living, okay? So somebody could say something at this time that just kind of like rubs you the wrong way, okay? So you would more or less just take care of it by, you know, giving them a piece of your mind, right? So, Venus and Mars, the love planets, they're still moving together, okay? They're in Capricorn still up until the 5th. Okay, in your 2nd house, so you still have potential, you know, if you haven't already benefited from having all these planets in your 2nd house of income, and especially having Venus here all these months attracting things for you, you know, if you haven't tangibly felt, you know, this benefit, whatever you've done up until this point is like the groundwork for that to happen. Okay, anything that you do while a planet or a transit is occurring doesn't have to bring immediate results, okay? As long as they're done under that transit or under that influence of that planet, it's like it gets the kiss of that planet. You know, it's blessed or whatever by the energy of those planets, okay? So don't worry about it. If whatever, you know, if you didn't win the lottery yet, you know, the Powerball and all that, you still have a lot of time and even better chances when Jupiter moves into Aries in your 5th house of speculation, right? And gambling, okay? So anyways, I'm just putting that out there, okay? But Venus and Mars are moving into Aquarius on the 6th and will be here till the end of the month into next month. So you have Aquarius on your 3rd house of local travel, long communication, big communication and travel house. This is regular postal mail, email, voicemail, text message, whatever. Okay, this is any kind of communication. This is the written word. And because it is Venus and Mars, the love planets, I would have to say that you could be having a conversation or two with someone if you are involved with someone romantically right now. It could even be your spouse. You know, you have Saturn here at the same time. It does bring heavy thinking sometimes, you know, heavy conversations or serious conversations or concerns or something like that. So you could even be having some kind of conversation like that with someone that you are very close to or care about, or have, you know, romantic intentions towards, okay? This is a time where you would send like little cards, you know, little notes or something like that through regular postal mail, you know, something to hold on to that they can save, you know. I don't even know if people still do that nowadays, but I do. You know, if somebody sends me a card or anything, I save that, You know, it's nice to have something to go back on. I don't know, do people send postcards anymore, right? Could even be something like that. But, you know, also, third house is your everyday life and the people you would encounter throughout the normal course of your day, which would be your neighbors, any place you go that you patronize, like a business. So, you know, I always say the gas station, grocery store, stuff like that, people you run into. And having Venus here brings about a lot of pleasant conversations with these people. And Mars here makes you a lot more physically active in your area and vocal even, very vocal. If you had something to say about, you know, whatever's going on in your neighborhood or the area you live in, you'd be out there getting it out there, even discussing it with your neighbors. Third house is also siblings and cousins, so you have a little bit more contact with them at this time. You could even be like meeting up with them, let's say to do things like lunch, you know, in the afternoon, like in your area, someplace that you would like to get together with people, you know, that possibly you haven't seen for a while because of the stuff going on in your fourth house. At the same time, there's like a opportunity for reunion of some kind, either school or family. Okay, so the sun moves into Aries on the 20th, and Mercury moves here on the 27th, and where you have Aries in your chart is your fifth house of romance and gambling and fun, parties, creativity, games of any kind, sports, entertainment of any kind, like dancing and seeing a play or something like that. All kinds of stuff here. You know, it's a fire sign, so you've got very nice trines from planets when they're in Aries. So if you weren't seeing someone at this time, you know, you may get the inkling or whatever to meet someone. You've been maybe a little bit of a hermit lately. You know, you need to get out there, maybe want to attend something or other, a party, or even go to, like, let's say, a gallery, art gallery, museum, something a little different just to get you out of the house. Okay, but this could be the beginning of a really nice project, though. You know, if you're involved in anything creative, this is really starting something like that, especially with back to your home life. Having Jupiter here in your fourth house of your home does make you want to, like, create an area simply for your work, whatever kind of work that you're doing or any kind of interest that you have. That could, like, really be taking off right now. Okay, so the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Sagittarius on the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. And the best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Gemini. And those dates are the 8th, 9th, and 10th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, gambling or speculation, and anything to do with children is the 4th, 5th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. The best time for money is the 11th, 12th, 13th, 24th, 25th, and 26th. The best time for your career is the 16th and 17th. The best time for communication and travel is the 1st, 13th, 14th, 15th, 27th, and 28th. So I'd really like to thank my subscribers for your continued support and liking and sharing this video and commenting. If you're new to my channel and you like this video, please subscribe and also make a comment and like and share this video. Also check out my Ask Me a Question in the description box below. It's for people who are only interested in maybe one or two things about their chart. But if you would like to know more about your chart, there's also a link there to my website where you can get more information on that. And check out my weekly forecasts. Okay, so I will see you next week. Goodbye.